Karen didn't blank. She stepped closer, the toes of her sneakers touching the edge of my porch like she was about to step onto it. Her two board members shuffled in behind her, their clipboards angled like shields. I swear one of them was already scribbling something down about me standing there in work boots with a coffee cup. "Sir, this is a managed lake," Karen said again, slower this time like she thought I was dense. "Access is a privilege, not a right. You need HOA approval before you so much as set foot in that water." The way she said "that water" made me look past her shoulder toward the lake. Sunlight was just starting to cut across it, turning the mist into pale gold ribbons drifting over the surface. It was the kind of view that makes people save for years to live here. "Funny," I said, sipping my coffee. "I thought I bought this place for the view and the access." Her mouth pinched into a tight line. "Access is conditional."
One of her clipboard lieutenants cleared his throat and read from a page. Lake access restricted to dues-paying HOA members in good standing. No exceptions. I let my eyes drift from him back to Karen. "You memorize that? Or is it just written on your bathroom mirror?" The guy flushed, glanced at Karen. She gave him a little smirk like he was just the messenger and I was the problem. "Sir," she said, "these aren't suggestions. They're rules. You can't just bring your boat here, dock where you want, or—" I cut in. "I don't have to dock where I want." I let that hang just long enough to make her frown. "I dock where I own." That flicker in her eyes told me she didn't quite understand what I meant, but she wasn't about to admit it.
"Look," she said, adjusting the folder in her arms. "This isn't personal. It's policy. The sooner you accept that, the smoother things will be." The way she said it made me think of someone explaining to a kid why they couldn't play in the grown-ups' pool. Condescending, dismissive, like I was a problem she could check off a list before lunch. Behind her, I noticed a few neighbors watching from their porches. Some were pretending to water plants or sip coffee, but their eyes kept darting our way. Small town theater. HOA drama was better than TV. I wasn't in the mood to put on a show. I stepped down off the porch, closing the space between us until I could see my reflection in her mirrored sunglasses. "I'll make this simple," I said, quietly enough that only she and her clipboard crew could hear. "I'll go on that lake anytime I want. I'll tie up to any dock I want. And there's not a damn thing in your binder that changes that."
She bristled, but before she could speak, I stepped past her toward the end of my driveway. From there, I could see the marina clearly. Rows of slips, boats bobbing gently, the flagpole with the marina's banner swaying in the breeze. I turned back just enough to see her face as I added, "You're welcome to check the property records if you need to." Her lips parted like she might say something, but nothing came out. She just watched me walk back toward the cabin. As I reached my porch again, I could hear her mutter to her board members, "He's going to be a problem." If she only knew.